Yeah.
My story, but the biggest story is yet to come. My biggest story was in 1963 or 1953 when we had our first date. That was our biggest.
I'm filming you, Mother.
Well, you.
Dad's talking about your first date. How did you feel about that?
And that was
Well, that's a long, long time ago.
and interesting enough, it was a blind date.
Yeah. So I hear. Were you scared?
Whatever that- No, I had a blind date with the wrong girl. You know?
What do you mean? You were on a date with somebody else?
Yeah, I had Etta and Tom.
You were on a date with Etta?
Yeah, I made the date with Etta.
No way! I didn't know that part.
I didn't know Etta. Tom, you told me he met him down in St. Louis at a so he said, call this gal, with a really nice gal, you know. And I said, okay. So he gave me the number, and I called her. Here's Etta. You know?
That's hilarious. Where was Peter? Peter wasn't around yet.
Peter hadn't come into the picture.
Oh, so who were you on the date with, Mom?
Tom Hughes, I guess, was.
You were on a date with Tom Hughes?
But we switched.
In the middle of the date? When did you switch?
I don't know that guy, but that's the way it is.
This story is great. This is better than the war story. Okay,
Give it
so
to Rita.
that's great. Mom was on a date with Tom Hughes. Well, I like that. So that's Dad's story of you
Well, it
meeting.
was a date with the girl. He just gave me that number. He said, I don't know, maybe he didn't have him out. He just said, they were down there with the sister. That was, Etta was,
Yeah, Etta was there at the time.
she was down there, her brother was in jewelry, remember? Her brother
Yeah,
was in jewelry.
yeah.
And they were down at a Knights of Columbus party down there, dance hall, everything. And they met him there, and that's how it all got started. My friend Tom Hughes really was responsible for getting it.
Wow.
That was the biggest happening in my life.
Yeah. That's kind of like Nancy and Robert and Quack. Quack wanted to ask Nancy out. And
Is
Robert stole her away.
See how these things happen, huh?
What a shame.
Yeah. Remember that we were up at the famous the villa. What was the name of the place we went to? And it was, I kind of heard of it, but lo and behold, when we picked them up for the date, they knew all about it out there, you know. And they said, "Well, let's go out there," you know. So we
Mom and Etta.
Yeah, Mom and Etta. So I remember Mom had a camera, and we had to go get film. And we had a room, but they were down in Rush Street, lived in an apartment down there.
Wow. Is that when you lived down there too?
Where did I live then? I think I was in Lincoln Park West. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I see, we had to go get we had to go to a store to get a camera, get the film. And lo and behold, we came right out here. I never thought when I went past Central, and that was 1953, that I'd be living my rest of my life in his neighborhood. So we went out to the villa. Yeah, it was a big place out here, and I think it had syndicate connection, not syndicate exactly.
Mafia?
Sinatra.
Ah.
He came out later on. It was owned by friends of his in Illinois. Friends.
Is it still here?
You know, Frank was always happy with the Lazy Bunch out.
Right.
Yeah. So they asked him to come, and it was a big promotion for him to show up out here, and him and the Rat Pack came out there. I got the tapes of that their
Right, yeah, I saw that. So is the villa still around?
Yeah, it's the big one out there now. What's the name of it? It's not the villa anymore.
In what suburb?
It's a big hotel. Quite exclusive.
What suburb?
You know where Nancy had her wedding? I mean Kathleen.
Oh,
That
yeah.
big, to the left of it there, there's a big.
By Milwaukee Airport?
No, it's on Milwaukee Avenue.
Oh, is it the Ritz Carlton?
Yeah, it's just across the way from it.
Ah,
If you see the entrance, you gotta go kind of in. Well, it's very exclusive, you know.
I don't know what that is. That's where your date was?
No, see, well, that was before it was what it is now. It was called the Villa something. I can't. I got.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Valley Low Lodge or something? Is that it? Next to the Nancy's Hotel or Kathleen's?